Here's something to smile about. Dexter Regional High School is standing out in a nationwide competition, celebrating the power of high school football and how it brings communities together. 2,100 schools enter T-Mobile's Friday Night 5G Lights program. Schools get the chance to show what makes them stand out in order to receive prizes to improve their facilities or equipment. 25 finalists were announced and received a $25,000 prize, and you guessed it, Dexter Regional High is one of those schools. The assistant principal and athletic director say it was exciting to share that the school is not just a place for education. It's a community hub for gatherings, the community's largest employer, and they're hoping to take the grand prize home to improve their facilities. It could even help them have Friday night football games.
You mentioned a Friday night football games and how exciting that is to be able to go to those, and it's a community event. We have those on Saturdays at 1 o'clock because we do not have a facility that allows us to do Friday night games. So this idea of a Friday, night 5G lights contest where we could win, money and resources to be able to provide, that resource to our community, to allow a Friday night game, and what that could bring to a community like ours that has never had that opportunity.
The grand prize includes a $1 million field upgrade, a renovated weight room from Gronk Fitness, consultation with stadium experts, and an all-expenses-paid trip to the SEC championship game for 16 school representatives. Head over to our website and mobile app and click the link to cast your vote. You have until October 24th, and they need you now more than ever. In the meantime, a special celebration with games, giveaways, and free concessions will take place on October 18th at 12 Abbott Hill Road in Dexter. The finalists will be announced October 30th.